Hello, my dear family members. I hope all of you are preparing well for your upcoming TCS NQT exam. Today, I'm going to share one of the most important topic from TCS NQT, that is coding question. So, I'm going to share one coding question which was asked directly on TCS NQT on 2024 free NQT exam. So, the same question I'm going to share here, and that can be repeated because this is the experience. Like almost similar questions or the same questions can be asked in your slot as well. Okay, so like if you are preparing the previous year questions now, then you can at least guess which type of questions, what are the difficulties there are, like difficulties level of the exams of the questions, so you can guess that. Okay, so you can be prepared more. Okay, so let me share that question so that it will be easier to crack the TCS NQT exam for you. Okay, so before that, if you have not subscribed this channel, then please subscribe it and share this content, share this channel with your friends so that they can also take help from this, and also I'll be motivated to make more content. Okay, and that will be helpful for you only. Okay, so let me share the question. And yes, obviously I am going to share this PDF. Okay, so I have already shared this PDF in the free materials drive. Okay, so please follow the link given in the description box and fill the form. Then you will be sent the materials. Okay, so this is the free materials, so please follow that, and from here only I'm going to share the coding question. Okay, so all the PDFs are available there, so please follow that. Okay, so the question is sub array with target sum. So the questions was, I don't know, but the gist of the question is you have to. Okay, so the important thing is like the question can be a very big question, like a 1 page or 2 page question, but still the gist is very easy. Okay, the gist is very easy. Why? This is the experience from my experience, only from the students experience I'm sharing it, because the question can be very big and like they make it complex, but the gist is simple. Okay, so just wait, I'm going to share how the like code editor will be and how to take the input, everything I'm going to share. Okay, so the question is this: sub array with target sum. So what is the task? That is, you will be given one sample input, that is the list or the array of integers. Then the target sum will be given as an integer, and the output format will be of list list of sub array which have the target sum. Like from this you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, so this is the list. Okay, this is the array. So from here, this is the target sum, and 1 plus 2 is 3, and this is the sub array, right? So 1 2 and also 3 is the sub array of it, so that's why the output is 1 2 in an array and 3 in an array. So this is the list or array of array. Okay, so let's see the second sample input here: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and if the target sum is 5, then 2 3 is the sub array and 5 is also an sub array. So this is the output. Okay, so let's say they have given you 9. Okay, 9 as the target sum. So that case 4 5 will be only sub array which have the target sum, right? So that's why it will be only the output. Okay, so I hope you understood how to, like, what's the task, right? So if you understood, then please start solving the problem by yourself. If not possible, only that time come to watch. Okay, so I'm going to share the solution, so just wait. So how I'm going to solve, let me just tell that. That is, so at first what we will do, we'll have a list, right? We'll have a list or array. Then we'll create an empty list or empty array list in which we'll store all the sub array. We'll store all the sub array, and we'll add the things. We'll add all the elements. We'll add all the elements using for loops. Okay, using for loops, we'll add the things. Then also, yes, sum operations should be done simultaneously. Then if the sum is equal to the target value, then will add that will add like that sub array into our target array. Okay, so then after all the loop has been completed, then we will return the list or the result list. Okay, so this is the thing you have to do. So I hope you understood, but still if you have confusion, then wait, I'm going to share that. So how will you take the input? So due to some YouTube policy, I'm not going to share directly the screenshot, but if you want to see the screenshot of how the code editor will be looking like, then please follow the link given in the description box, fill the form. I'll share the materials. There you will find various screenshots and you can find the code editor, how the code editor will look like. Okay, so basically if you write the code here now, there will be options to change the coding language. So change the coding language according to your choice, C++, Java, Python, or anything. Here you will see manual input. Okay, take the manual input from your side, run from here, and here you will be having submit button. So run, compile, or take manual input, anything you can take from here as well. Okay, so don't worry, all are available in the code editor. Okay, so I hope you understood. Okay, so let me share the solution so that it will be easier to understand. So all I have talked as of now about the free materials, so still we have our prime materials available. So if you want the prime materials, so all the packages are mentioned and it will be obviously going to be very much helpful for you. And as you can see in the plan load, we are giving 9 companies materials with 2 companies free. Along with that, all the product based companies materials freely. Okay, so also there are various plans. So if you want, then you can choose, otherwise you can go with the limited free materials. Okay, so let me share the solutions, and all solutions are available in the materials as well. Okay, okay, so let me start with the Java solution. Okay, so as of now we are at the main function. Okay, so this portion from here to here, this portion will be written by the like by the system. You don't have to do anything with the main function. Okay, so the array and the target and all those things will be written. So as this is not the system, so I have written it manually and I'm not taking the user input, I'm writing it from my end. Okay, so I have taken an array 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, then I have taken a target value that is 3. Okay, and this is the sample input. Okay, this is the sample input. Then I have taken a list of integer type. Okay, in which we are getting a list using this function find sub-arrays, of which taking 2 arguments, an array and a target value. Okay, so basically this is returning a list of list. That's why this variable is of list integer type. Okay, then after that we are just printing this sub-array. So as soon as the control is here, it will call the function. So let me just implement the function. So as we are using the list and array list, so that's why we have to import those using this. Okay, so java.util dot, you can take array list or star. Okay, so that you can get all the classes inside the util package. Okay, so as you can see, this is the static method. Why this is static method, can anyone tell that? Because we don't have to create uh, a separate object for this, and also we can directly access this method from the main function. Okay, so this is the static method, and also to reduce the memory consumption. Okay, so we use this static method. Okay, so this is the very important interview question. Why do you use static method? What is the difference? Okay, okay, so then we are taking list integer type, like this is the return type. Okay, return type list integer type. Okay, as you can see, we have to return a list of list, right? that is the sub array which are having the target sum, we have to return those, right? So that's why we have to take list of list integer type. And then this is the name of the function find sub arrays. Then it is taking two arguments, that is an array and a target value. Okay, so guys, basically I'm going to share all the coding questions, all the quants aptitudes if you motivate me. Okay, just comment down, and like if you want more, and also subscribe, share this content, like everything you can do it. It is free, so just do it and let me upload everything if you motivate me. Okay. Okay, so at first what we have done, like as we have to store all the elements or all the sub-arrays. So let me just write it here. uh yeah, so let's say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 5 6 7, right? So as we have to store the target sub array. Okay, so that means let's say for input target is equal to 3, right? Target is equal to 3. So for that 1 2 will be stored, right? So where it will store? It will store inside an array or inside a list. Okay, so this itself a list 1 2. So we have to store this list inside a list. So that's why we have created a list of list integer type. Okay, so this is the list is the interface, so that's why we are implementing the list using array list class. Okay, so okay, so then we are using a for loop, from where we are hovering, we are going through all the elements of this array. Okay, this is the array, we are going through all the elements of it. Okay, from the 0th element up to the length of it, that means up to the last element. Okay, we are going through it. Then what we are doing, we are creating a sub array of list type. Okay, of list type we are creating a sub array. Why? Because we have to store the sub arrays, okay, and then the sub array will be appended to the result array or result list. Okay, so I hope you understood why we are creating this. And again you can see the list interface, and we are implementing that using array list class. Okay, so then again we are using a for loop, and you can say why you are using again a for loop. It can be big of n square. Okay, the time complexity. So why you are using? So for this kind of questions, for this kind of coding question, they enable us to write the code, okay, at big of n square as well. Okay, so I am requesting you to like yeah, I am requesting you to give a more efficient code in the comment section. I love it. Okay, and I also comment, I'll also pin it. Okay, so for j is equal to I, that means the I is at first 1, right? I is at first 0, that means the 0th element array I is now 1. Okay, so j is equal to I means j is equal to 0. So at first the array j is equal to 1. Okay, so at first the sum is equal to 0 plus 1. So sum is equal to 1 at first. Okay, then in the next line sub array we are adding that array j, that means we are adding this current element inside this sub array. Okay, why we are adding? Because we have to grab that sub array which is having the sum, the target sum, right? So that's why we have to add that, we have to add that. Okay, so then we are checking if the sum is equal to the target sum. No, then go to the next iteration. Okay, now the value of I is not increased, value of j is increased, right? So then the sum will be the 1, the earlier sum was 1, and now the value of j is 1, right? So that's why this 2 will be added here. So the next sum will be 1 plus 2, that will be 3, right? So subarray dot add current value of this array. Current value is 2, right? So this 2 will be added in the subarray. So 1 is already inside the subarray, and then 2 is being added. Okay, so now we are checking if the sum is equal to the target sum. Yes, so the sum is equal to the target sum as of now, so that's why we have to add that sub array inside the result sub array, sorry, result. Okay, so this sub array is a list, so we have to add that list inside a list, right? So after all the iteration we will return the list of list, right? And that will be also integer type. So here, as you can see, we are creating a new array list. Why? Because because we have to like remove all the elements from this sub array. Okay, for the next sub array, let's say I have various sub array which are having the target sum. So how can you differentiate that? So for that we have to remove all the element of this sub array. Okay, as soon as you get the target sum with the with the same values, right? So we have to create a new sub array and we have to integrate, we have to append this sub array at this result list. Okay, so I hope you understood. So in the next iteration it will keep adding the values, and in the same way we'll have the target sum and also we'll have the array list. So I hope I don't need to explain more. So let me just uh, let me just show the next line, that is, out of all the for loops we are returning the result, nothing else. So let me just run it and let's see if it is producing right output or not. See, so for the current sample input 1 2 is the first sub array which are having the target sum, and 3 is also is the sub array which are having the sub like the target sum. Let me just change this to 5. Okay, so for target sum 5 the output should be 2 3 and second sub array will be 5, right? So let me run it. So 2 3 is the first sub array and the 5 is the second sub array which are having the target sum, right? Okay, so I hope you don't have any confusion. Still, if you have, then let me know in the comment section. I love to explain in the comment section as well. So yeah, guys, if you have not subscribed this channel yet, then please subscribe it and share this content with your friends so that they can also take help. Okay, and also I'll be motivated. Okay, so let me share the Python solutions. So guys, if you want the C++ solution as well, then let me know in the comment section so that from the next video onwards I'll explain the C++ as well. Okay, so as of now I'm going to share the Python solutions, and always I'm requesting you to give your code as well. If your code is more efficient, then I'll comment, I'll pin that comment. Okay, okay. So as we have done in Java, the same logic will implement in Python. Okay, and as you can see from the main function, it will be written for you. Okay, this like all the inputs, all the print methods, everything will be written for you. Just you have to implement the logic, right? So as here I have not taken the user input, directly hard coded the inputs. Okay, so yeah. So the function is having two arguments, one is array and second one will be the target value. Okay, so as we have done in Java, that is, we have taken the result list, right? So here also we are taking the result list, then we are going through all the element of that array. We are going through all the element of this array. Okay, so then also we are taking a sub array in which we will have the result. Okay, and we'll implement, like we'll append those sub array inside the result list. Okay, and then we are creating a nested for loop. Okay, again the same question can arise, that it will have big O of n square time complexity. So I'm requesting you to give the code. If you have more efficient, then please give that in the comment section. Okay, and sometime in the coding round they allow you to give, like if they allow you to write a code which can be having big of into uh, time complexity. Okay, so then inside this loop we are starting. The initial position is the I. Why I have explained in the Java. If you have not watched that portion, then please watch that. Okay, so sum is equal to, so as you can see, this is the keyword, that's why it is blue. So recommending you to don't use the keyword as a variable. Okay, so sum plus is equal to array j. So the current element of that array j is the first element of this array, right? So we are adding those sum or those element inside the sum variable. Then also we are appending the current value of this array inside this sub array. Okay, then we are checking simultaneously if this sum is equal to the target sum or not. If it is, then we are appending that sub array. We are appending that sub array inside this result list. Okay, inside this result list, and in Java we have created a new list, right? So same way we are using the slicing method to create a new array, new sub array. Okay, this is the slicing method. Using that, this is called shallow copy of the sub array. Okay, so we are just copying that. Okay, and removing all the earlier element which are having in the sub array. Okay, so the same way it is working. So after all the for loop, we are just returning the result, nothing else. So I hope it will work fine. So let me just run it. And as you can see, for the target sum 3, it is producing this output. What is like, this is expected one. And let me just change this as 5. The target sum is 5 now. So let me just run it, and as you can see, 2, 3 and 5 is the output, and it is expected. Okay, so I hope you understood whatever I have told, the syntax and the logics. If you have any queries, any confusion, then let me know in the comment section, or you can join our Telegram channel t.me/ubk. There you can see uh, various contents, and you can and you can ask me any question, or you can ask any questions to your fellow members. Okay, so I hope you will do so. And again, I'm requesting you to have the prime materials of any company that you want, where you will get all the solutions, all the previous year questions, mock test, and also interview questions as well. So it is your choice if you want or not. So thank you for today's session.